Well, hey all, and welcome back. And today I have a review of BB-44 Old One, as well as the BeastBox special add-on parts for Old One. Now, I think Old One is probably a reference to Cthulhu, as, you know, Cthulhu's octopus face, and here we have an octopus. So we have the package, nicely illustrated as usual. And if you're not familiar with BeastBox, they are techno-organic beasts that turn into blocks. While that may sound novel, it is actually pretty cool and fun to mess with. So on this packaging, we have another form of the illustration, as well as the modes that this does. So it looks like we have a little crab walk mode, and it goes inside the head. So let's get these out of the package and see if they're worthy of our collection. And here we have the Old One and its accessory out of the packaging. And so let's go ahead and check out the accessory first. We have a little peg that can pop out, some movable legs, and it has kind of a little crab spider walk. Reminds me of maybe the enemies in Half-Life or some sort of strange alien brain thing. Looks a little menacing, but it's still pretty cool. We have some purple plastic, gray, and this translucent blue. Overall quality is nice. I would have liked the legs to be able to go forward a little bit more, but I think that's probably enough thanks to the thinness of the inner shaft that gives you a chance to have them move forward. So it looks neat enough. And then over here is the Old One, where we have quite a bit of articulation because of the octopus arms. So we can look down here underneath and you can sort of see all the different posability. We have this, we have bulge joints at the base, we have multiple joints on each segment, and at the ends have a joint as well. So you can get that curved up pretty well. So if we take the articulation, which is a little bit different each one, but there is a lot in each one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 segments on each joint. So that gives you a lot of flexibility if you want to have this maybe on a fish one or some other one holding on to it. You can pose it like so. And then we have up here this canopy that can open up, and it's hollow inside. And then what we can do is fold this up so these need to be turned inward so we can get this more flush. Okay, and then we can just find our orientation and slide it in like so. And there's actually a peg that can pop out of here, and you can use that to lock into place. And really the only effect it adds is you can sort of see it through the top glass. It would have been cool if these pieces on the side, it would be visible, but it's very minimal effect for what you get, but it's still a cool accessory nonetheless. That said, if you're into octopuses and you like robots, this is a pretty cool look. I like the color scheme, the white, the red with the grays and whatnot, all the little mechanical detail on here. However, I think it's kind of interesting that it is not fully symmetrical. A lot of their work is fully symmetrical. And in the molding here, we have a little bit of variation left to right. So that is cool to see some willingness to take design risks like that to make more of a unique design. So let's go ahead and check this guy out in box mode and see how he stacks up. So getting this to box mode was actually more involved than I expected. Being that we had all these tentacles here, there's a lot of ways we could have done this. However, they had a very specific way and it worked. And while this was pretty complicated, probably nearly as complicated as the iguana, it was a much more enjoyable experience. So we have the box here. It's not a perfect box, mind you, and I feel like it should compress a little bit more, so there may be something I slightly got off here, but I believe I followed the instructions pretty closely. But we have our box that can go inside the other box for storage. The only thing I will slight against it is that to get this mode, we have to eject the other one. So we have to have it in its also kind of box mode and or in its crab mode and have it on here somewhere or just on display. But overall, it's a pretty cool looking box. I actually like the way we have the tentacles here, the sort of shapes we have made here, the nice little details going on and the color separation and variety, and just overall, it's just a cool design, and it was fun to mess with. I say that this one ranks up there. Now, It lacks the novel charm and simplicity of this, and the aesthetic or creature may not be for everyone. But as far as the actual transformation and, you know, BeastBox, I'd say it's pretty up there as far as the ones I own. So anyway, let us know in the comments below if this is worthy of your collection. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.